Kept you waiting, huh? Welcome back, everybody, to Fruit of Grisaia, where that's a play on a joke that just got made that's not even going to be in this video.
Probably not.
Yeah. So anyway.
If you're curious, we can tell you in the comments.
Yeah.
In the last episode, we finally made it to the beach, and now we're complaining about kids not wearing wristwatches for some reason. We're still in the common route.
Kids these days.
This might sound odd coming from someone who's still pretty much a kid in mind as well as in body, but it seems young people these days don't wear wristwatches. It's not to say they don't feel the need to check the time, they simply use their cell phones instead. Wow. Even the cheapest mobile phone has a digital clock built in, so I guess they don't see any reason to bother carrying around a separate tool for the specific purpose of telling time. Of course, like a good modern youngster, I myself constantly carry around a personal cell phone. The difference is that I almost never use mine. Oh yeah, that's right. It's usually not even on. I don't really see the appeal of racking up a huge phone bill by firing off pointless texts or killing time with aimless gossip. Oh my god, I remember when you used to have to pay for texts.
I was about to say, is this before Line got to Japan and got really popular? I mean, it started in Japan, but you know what I mean.
It might be. Well, and even if it was popular, do you think he would be using it?
Accurate. All right, that's fair.
To be honest, I tend to view phones in general as a means to receive calls rather than make them. Cell phones allow us to talk whenever we want, and that's an undeniable convenience. But on the other hand, they create the expectation that you'll answer the phone at any time. The way I look at it, that's about as inconvenient as it gets. From the inside of my school bag, currently hanging next to my desk, I hear the muffled sound of an unpleasant electronic jingle. The bag wiggles slightly as something vibrates inside. My cell phone's ringing. Are you sure that's what it is? Are you sure it's not something else vibrating inside? The only person who knows my cell phone number is JB. Judging from the way the phone stops ringing at once, this was probably an email. And as a rule, JB contacts me through actual calls. I don't think she's sent me a single email to date. More spam? Odds are that it's junk mail. Still, I can't just ignore it. There's a non-zero possibility that JB's using email to contact me under circumstances where talking would be impractical or dangerous. But when I open my bag and take a look inside, the LED alert is flashing on my private cell phone, not the one I use for work. I click my tongue lightly in annoyance. Just to be on the safe side, I slide the phone open and take a look at the email. Subject: it's Kyoko.
Who the hell's Kyoko supposed to be?
The mail's from the Leisure Club, and as for its contents, it seems a bored and lonely housewife by the name of Kyoko, age 32, is willing to give me pocket money if I keep her company. The very model of a spam email.
I'm the very model
of a modern major spam email. This sort of offer is about as credible as Hanoi Hannah's "throw away your gun, GI, and our benevolent Uncle Ho will give you a paddy field and your very own water buffalo." Alright. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Best to remember that unless you want to get taken for a ride. Or get a free lunch. These days, no one's going to give you air if they can charge you for it. True story.
Dang, that's some facts.
It annoys me when you go to refill your tires with air at a gas station and you have to pay for the air. Air should be free.
Is that not free over there?
It depends on the gas station.
Oh, man.
I think because you're paying for the vacuum pump to put the air in there, but still. I'm slightly irritated at myself for even reading this worthless crap. The way this sort of trivial annoyance tends to pop up several times a day is one of the major reasons I don't particularly like cell phones.
ダメだよ、ユージ。学校にいる間は携帯はマナーモードにしておかないと、授業中に音が鳴ったら怒られるよ。
One of our 3 teachers?
Uh-oh, yeah.
っていうか、あんた携帯なんか持ってたんだ。
Hey now, I'm a modern youth in my own right, you know? Of course I've got a cellular phone.
Hey now, I'm a modern youth. Got a cell phone. See it?
そんじゃさ、アドレス交換しよっか。
This is absolutely before line. 100%.
Uh-huh.
Because there's no way. But I guess, yeah, because this would have been the time, if I remember correctly, where you're still paying a decent amount for internet. And I don't think you have like the thing where you have internet calling and stuff like that.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
WhatsApp, Line, and all that, Telegram, all that. Yeah.
Probably not. Yeah. I remember those early internet phones. You accidentally activate the browser and you're rapidly trying to close out of it because it's like, oh god, I don't want to pay for this.
Yeah. Why?
いや、なぜってことはないでしょうが、携帯持ってんだからアドレス交換ぐらい普通じゃない。サラリーマンの名刺交換みたいなものよ。
That a fact?
何してんのよさ。ユージの携帯とアドレス交換しようと思って。
Swapping addresses leads to swapping saliva.
お兄ちゃん、携帯持ってたの？
In this game, that might be true.
You know what? Probably. Is it really that surprising?
I always figured you just communicated using smoke signals.
なんかユージってさ、変におっさん臭いというか、ジジむさいというか、こういう若者文化に疎そうな感じするよね。
The opening monologue gives you credit.
Yep. No. You are 100% correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
なんか機械に頼るのは軟弱だとか言いそうなのよさ。
That's 100% accurate for who he is.
It is.
Just what do you people think I am?
Geriatric. Makina stares at the cell phone in my hand with eyes full of wonder. It's the expression of someone who's found a caveman holding a cheap cigarette lighter. Why am I getting the idea that these people might be calling me Cro-Magnon Kazumi behind my back?
とりあえずさ、せっかくなんだし、番号とアドレス交換しようよ。ね。
I have no clue what's special about this occasion, but revealing my confusion now would probably only encourage their Cro-Magnon theory. This is a cell phone for my private use, so I suppose there's no reason I can't give out the number and email address.
All right. I'll read out the number. What was it again?
111-1111. Lois, damn.
なに？自分の携帯の番号を覚えてないわけ？
Oh, that's me. I've had so many numbers. Oh my goodness, yes.
That makes sense. It's different when you've had the same number for a long time, but if you've had to go through several numbers for various reasons, it's much more difficult.
Yeah.
And I mean, the problem is with having cell phones too, you don't need to memorize numbers anymore. Which makes me sound ancient, but it's true.
I mean, it's not like you tend to call your own cell phone, right? What's so strange about not knowing it off the top of my head?
つーか、あんた友達とかいないの？
That's correct.
You know, a certain quack doctor once said, it's better not to make friends with patients.
どうせみんなすぐ死んでしまうからだってか？
Probably.
Okay, how do I make this thing display my own number anyway?
Alexis, show me my own phone number.
別にわざわざ表示させなくても赤外線通信で送ればいいのに。
The heck is that?
だから赤外線を使って番号とかアドレスとかそういう個人データを他の携帯に転送できるのよさ。
Does it even show your measurements?
I was about to say, no. Makina's like also your bank account. Didn't know it could do that.
貸して、私がやってあげよう。
Very well.
I deposit my cell phone in Makina's outstretched hand.
おーい、携帯原始人のくせに4月に出たばっかの新機種なのよさ。生意気な。
Oh,
that's
fancy.
surprising. I mean, I guess, yeah, it does make sense because I bet it's something that they gave him.
Well, it's his personal phone, though, so I'm not sure.
It's true.
Yeah, if it was his work phone, I could understand it, but, good question.
Mind your business.
It's not like I picked the thing out. I've just been carrying around the one JB gave to me. Okay.
よっしゃ送信準備 OK あまね受信の準備してあれねえマキナこれどうやるんだっけいや使ったことはあるんだけどさど忘れ
What's the matter? Do you not have any friends? How does it feel now, huh?
Looks like I'm not the only cell phone Neanderthal around here.
I love that band.
もうあまねえも携帯貸しなさい私がやってあげるからごめん
Makina takes the cell phone from Amane's hand, points the infrared port toward my phone, and transfers the data.
はいオッケーってありえんどうかした番号とメアドしか転送されてないのよさもしかしてお兄ちゃん携帯に自分の名前とかのプロフィール登録してないの
Nope.
Don't know. I don't remember messing around with settings since I got the thing, so, probably not.
もうこれじゃ着信しても番号しか表示されないから不便なのよさ自分の名前ぐらい入力しておこうよ
Alright, fine. Juicy Yuuji.
Oh.
やーい
I thought-
携帯原始人
Wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, because when did this game come out?
Oh gosh, I've already forgotten. Was it 2010? It might have been 2010.
I was trying to think of like a 2010 reference. What would be a 2010 reference?
Oh god, I don't even remember at this point.
Name, Dick Butt.
Trogdor! Burninate.
That's probably a good one. Yeah. That sounds 2010.
Somebody who remembers 2010.
Yeah, legitimately. I don't think you're one to talk.
じゃあ私が入力しちゃっていい
Actually, weirdly enough, legitimately, all the SpongeBob references actually would be still applicable for the last, 25 years.
They would. Well, actually, some of the oldest ones, because remember, SpongeBob came out in 99, so...
Yeah.
Which, I forget that. I have to remind myself that it's been around for that long.
No, it makes sense because, I remember being a little kid when the first episode aired.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I know. That's wild to think about.
I guess I don't mind.
とかじゃあみゆじと誕生日と血液型は
Why would you keep your blood type in your cell phone? Alright.
You know what, actually? Sure.
I mean...
まあ入力しておけば赤外線通信で送れるから名刺代わりになるのよあと顔写真とかも送れるけどどうする
I just gave you my blood type. Why do you need my face?
Not necessary. The name should be enough.
そうわかったじゃあ早速入力も終わったところで私の携帯にも送信と転送完了私の携帯の番号もお兄ちゃんの携帯に転送しておくね
Infrared data transfer, huh? The world's become a convenient place lately.
そういうこと言うから携帯原始人って言われるんだよねえマキナ私の番号もユージの携帯に送っておいて
I do like that. This is why you don't know how to use a cell phone. Hey, Makina, do this for me because I don't know how to do it.
You know... Also, I just realized that Cell Phone Caveman has the perfect amount of syllables to fit to Rhinestone Cowboy, and that's all I can think now.
Oh, no. That was literally me for the last 3 minutes. A cell phone cowboy.
It's a cell phone caveman. Dun dun.
I'm glad you also had that stupid thought.
It just took me a little bit longer to get there.
Oh, no, I didn't make the reference, and I was just like, let it.
I'm just gonna let it sit, and then it's like, nope, okay, same wavelength.
All right, we're going there. Okay. I'm glad, this is why we have a channel together.
It's true.
了解。オーケー。これでバッチリなのよさ。ということは、次は私の番ですね。
Ah, when did you get here?
Where did you come from?
Her parents. Or a manufacturing facility. I'm not sure which at this point. Dr. Robotnik built her. She's actually filled with small animals. It seems Sachi was observing our conversation. She's tightly grasping her own cell phone. Firmly grasp it.
幸いなことに、私も今時の小ギャルらしく、
Of
こ
course.
のように携帯電話を持っていますので、ぜひデータ交換をと
Of
思いまして。
course. She herself would refer to it as a cellular phone
Uh-huh.
and not just a cell phone. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted.
I know, right? I'm surprised she doesn't have that functionality built in.
Code gals?
I really don't think one hears much about that subculture these days. Could my understanding of Kogal as referring to that 90s fashion with the loose socks and dark makeup be mistaken?
ダメでしょうか。
Huh. Alright, you too, huh?
Okay, now the real question is, how is our number going to end up in Yumiko's phone and vice versa, because I don't feel like she'll give it willingly. To be honest, I don't really want to spread my email address around too much. A constant barrage of messages would be a serious nuisance, but...
あまねさんやまきちゃんには教えて、私には教えないというのはどうなんでしょう。ことによると、これは何かのいじめなのでしょうか。
But Sachi, we can't go on your route anyway. We didn't make the right choices.
No.
いじめ以外の目的で私にだけは教えたくないという理由があるのでしたら、はっきりと言ってください。個人の努力の範囲で直せるのであれば直します。
No, look.
目の色が気に入らないとおっしゃるのであれば、目をくり抜きましょう。肌の色が尺に触るのであれば、全身の皮を剥ぎましょう。
Amane, get the
Did
squirt bottle.
anybody tell you you would make a great, like, stereotypical, like, samurai?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
さあ、おっしゃってください。私の何が至らないのかを。
Okay, you're seriously scaring me. Okay, look. I'll give you my number, so just stop.
そんな、
Oh
そ
no.
れではまるで
Why?
私が無理やり聞き出したかのような。
There's no winning.
I really want Sachi to know my number and my email address for that matter. I want to tell her so bad. It's driving me mad. Oh, look, Sachi. Please, Sachi, allow me to give them to you.
You want my blood? Take my blood. Type.
Hey, Mom. That's what I was going to say. How did... I literally missed the opportunity earlier because I thought about it one screen after the blood type. Stupid negotiator.
Sorry.
は
Good call.
い、ぜひ。もう、風見さんは本当にツンデレですね。わざと私をじらして楽しんでいたんですよね。
Save it for your
そういう
route.
プレイがお好きなんですか？
Hey, Amane, can I flip out at this point?
なぜ私に聞く？
Well, whatever. You know, go ahead and shoot infrared rays around. I don't care.
Pew pew.
よし、飛ばすぞ。サッチ、どこに飛ばしてほしい？
We haven't gotten that far yet? Also, is there something we need to know, Makina?
できればお顔に。
Alright, well.
Amane, can I hit these people?
だからなぜ私に聞く？
Because you're the voice of reason somehow?
Weirdly enough.
What? Michiru jump scare.
That was actually really funny.
That might be my favorite Michiru pop-in moment.
100% yes.
Oh, I wish we could roll back in this game. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
that was great. And just as my patience meter is falling into the red zone, there's a flash of vivid gold in the corner of my eye.
Hey, hold it, bottle blonde.
It's too late, she's already intercepted our rays.
何よ。
What are you doing? Don't tell me you want to know my number too.
何を言っているの？バカじゃないの？なんで私があんたみたいなやつの番号を知りたがるわけ？
Good
あ
job.
りえないんだけど。
But yeah, actually delivered pretty well.
Yeah.
その割には手にしっかりと携帯握ってるよね。いつの間にか近寄ってきてるし。
Surprisingly, yes.
しかもさりげに手にした携帯は受信待ち状態です。漏れ飛んできた赤外線を横から盗み取ろうとしてないですか？
うるさいわね。勝手に人の携帯の画面盗み見てんじゃないわよ。
Says the girl who's trying to steal someone's phone number without permission.
どうでもいいでしょうが。これはあれよ。あんたの娘を誘拐した時、あんたに身代金を要求するために番号を手に入れようとしていたのよ。
I have a very particular lack of skills.
You know, I've met quite a few villains in my life, but this bold kidnapper definitely a first. Sorry to disappoint, but I don't have a daughter.
ユージの番号が知りたいなら素直にそう言えばいいのに。
I half expected Amane to jump in and be like, yet.
うるさいわよ。そんな男の番号知りたくもないわよ。いいからさっさと教えなさいよ。どっちなのよ。
In the end, Michiru thrusts her cell phone toward me in a virtual panic, so I transfer over my number. Not really a problem, since I don't think she's likely to use it anyway, but at this point, the majority of the class has my contact information. The only one left would be...
Hey there, Sakaki.
No. I call out to Sakaki, who's currently sitting in the corner of the classroom and passively reading a book.
何かしら？
You got a cell phone too, I assume. Here, record my number.
必要ないわ。
That's what I figured she would say.
Alright, then give me yours.
どうして？それこそ必要ないでしょ。
Wow, I thought we were making progress.
Look, very necessary. When I kidnap your daughter, I need to be able to get in touch so I can demand a ransom. So fork it over.
Fork it over.
私に娘なんかいないわ。
I feel like we've already seen this conversation.
Is there some reason you don't want to give me your contact information?
Is he just going to combine the approaches of both Michiru and also
Yep.
Sachi?
別にないわ。でも、あなたに番号を教える理由もないでしょ。
I want to know, does that not qualify?
Sakaki closes her book with a resigned expression and gets up from her seat.
あまり気楽にメールをしないでいただけると助かるわ。
As she speaks, Sakaki takes out a cell phone from the pocket of her uniform and holds it out toward me indifferently.
What, you're giving me your number after all?
知りたいんでしょ？言ったと思うけど、別に知られて困るような理由はないわ。さっさと済ませてくれる？
Yeah, sorry. Hey, you, I need my cell phone back.
何？
Give me the damn phone already. I need to register Sakaki's number.
榊さんの？本当に？
That would make you the first person in the room to have Sakaki's number.
Yeah, really. I bet you're right, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, really. What's the deal?
だって榊さん、
Yep.
私たちにも番号を教えてくれなかったのに、なんでユージにだけ？
Because Yuuji's a wonderful thing. We're bouncy, trouncy, pouncy, flouncy, fun, 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 fun.
I'm the only one.
I'm glad you got where I was going with that.
Probably because she... Yeah. Probably because she finds you annoying? I don't know.
嘘？本当に榊さんがそう言ったの？
Well, she finds everyone annoying, so you know.
私
私はそんなこと一言も。
Well, I mean, you do seem like the type of, that you would send people completely worthless messages, Amane. Like, I'm on the toilet now, taking a poop. Just doesn't want to seem to come out, though. Boo-hoo. With a crying, emoticon at the end.
そんなメールするから。
Yeah, I figured she would be the one more willing to discuss.
Oh, no. 100%, yes.
その話題に食いつくな。もう私そんなメールしないし。
うんこといえば、皆さんこんなお話をご存知ですか？
Why is that getting censored? I'm confused.
この話を広げようとするな。あんたたちね、いい年して大きな声でうんこ叫ぶんじゃないわよ。小学生じゃないんだから。
It could at least be a little fart sound. I mean, come on.
あんただって叫んでんじゃないのよ。つか面白がってんじゃないわよ。
Sorry, this is my fault. Everyone, please stop talking about Amane's.
頭を下げるな。まるで私がおそそしちゃったみたいな空気にするな。まあ落ち着けよ。結局何の話だったのよさ。
The species that throws its own feces.
だからなんだっけ、榊さんがユージに自分の携帯の番号を教えようとしてたから驚いてたのよ。由美子が自分から番号を教えるなんてどういう風の吹きだまり？
Willingly is a bit generous.
それを言うなら吹き回しです、みちる様。
知ってるわよ。わざとよ。あんたを試したのよ。
はいはい、試されちゃいましたね。
ムカつく。何よその顔。
でも確かに榊さんが自分から番号を教えるなんて珍しいですよね。私が聞いた時には教えてくれませんでしたし。
それは別にただプライベートなことだから。
She's gonna end up in the same
風見さ
position
んに
we
は
are.
教えたんですよ
Where
ね。
she's giving it to everybody. Yep.
I wonder whose route she's gonna end up on.
そのことに別に深い意味は。
As Sakaki stumbles over her words, Makina sidles up to her, then slaps a hand down on her shoulder with a light thump.
お兄ちゃんのことを狙ってんのか？まあ無理もないのよさ。
Aw,
お
shucks.
兄ちゃんかっこいいもんな。
I mean, she is in my top two.
Yeah, yeah.
私、あなたのそういうところが苦手だわ。
But you have not pulled out the box cutter.
そう？じゃあとりあえず、
Oh
せっ
no.
かくだし、ゆみちゃんの番号もみんなで登録しておこっか。
Oh no.
そうね。せっかくだしね。まあ別に興味ないけど減るもんじゃないしね。
Okay, okay.
See, that's the smart way to do it.
Yep.
ちょっと私の携
Oh no, my phone! Sakaki reaches out desperately, but it's already too late. Her British classmates have abducted her phone and proceed to take turns violating the helpless device with their infrared rays and an electronic... I'm not saying that word. You can read it. I did not read ahead, I was just going with it as I went, and once I hit that, it was like, nope.
That's why I said, Why are you glaring at me?
どうしてくれるの？
Nothing.
What do you want from me? We're playing things of the moment. No point trying to resist. Just give it up.
変な気まぐれを起こした私がバカだったわ。
Stupid.
Dee, get out of my laboratory. Oh, there's the box cutter.
Don't be mad. For the record, I meant what I said. I really did want to know your number.
そういう言い方はずるいわ。
Still wanna go down your route.
We'll get there.
Show me a man who plays fair and I'll show you a very talented cheater.
お待たせ。登録し終わったから黒くて色気のない携帯返してあげる。
Are you talking about hers or mine?
色気がなくて悪かったわね。
Alright.
いいから早く返して。
はいはいごめんよ。ちなみにその携帯私たちの番号とメアドも登録しておいたからいつでもメールしてね。
Thanks, I won't.
勝手なことを。
ちょっと
Sakaki grabs her phone from Amine's hand, quickly turns her back to us, and stalks off to her seat.
さすがにちょっと強引だったかな。
Being a little pushy every once in a while, not a bad thing. I don't think Sakaki is as angry as she's letting on, to be honest.
だといいんだけど、まあそのうちメールでも送ってみますか。
Huh, I wonder how you do the emoji for a box cutter.
You do that.
ユージもいつでも私にメールして。
Yeah, if the mood strikes me.
Amine hands over my cell phone. The contacts section, previously completely empty, now contains all of my classmates' numbers and email addresses. After all that fuss, I've got the complete set, but I wonder if I'll ever actually have the chance to send an email to one of them. In the first place, I've never really messaged people before. Of course, I've communicated using email programs on a PC, but up until now, I've never bothered to send one from my cell phone. Since you're using a keypad instead of a full-sized keyboard, it's a time-consuming nuisance to enter the right characters. And more importantly, I've just never had any reason to do so. Until now, I guess.
And so, I sink a little deeper into the morass of the modern world.
As I mumble to myself, cell phone still in hand, a fuzzy-headed little creature pops up before my eyes. Which one?
お兄ちゃんは人気者なのね。
What are you talking about?
みんながお兄ちゃんの携帯の番号を知りたがるのよさ。
Yeah, but their real goal was clearly to amuse themselves at my expense.
ユミちゃんも
Well, in her case, I was the one looking to amuse myself.
True story.
あんまりユミちゃんをいじめると爆発しちゃうのよ。
Oh, that sounds interesting. If she's got enough power, I might be able to sell her to NATO. What kind of explosive yield are we talking here?
Oh my gosh.
ツングース火球なのよさ。
You know, this is getting better by the second. Sure, we'll place a tactical nuke. Hell, just let people know that you got a Sakaki, and foreign nations will watch their step.
そうだね。
What's the matter? You seem a little down. You feeling tired after all that ruckus?
平気。なんでもないのよ。
Are you sure?
Makina. What's that about?
Makina was acting somewhat strange, and even at the time, I had the general idea it had something to do with me. Her expression was almost like that of a young girl, the older sister watching in pouty irritation as her father was monopolized by the youngest child. As if she wanted to draw my attention, but couldn't figure out how. I had an older sister myself, and remembered pulling something similar with my mother once or twice, so I sort of understood that sort of jealousy. But in Makina's case, I wasn't convinced that that was the heart of the matter. At this point, I didn't have any answers, just an open question. Don't tell me that she was sulking for a childish reason like that. But several days later, that suspicion would be proven correct in a completely unexpected way. Ooh, ominous. Like the way this is going. Having finished up an after-school trip to the supermarket by the station, where I picked up 3 days' worth of food, I'm briskly making my way back to the dorm. Making my way to the dorm, the contents of the plastic supermarket bag dangle from my hand. 6 cans of vegetables and beans, a head of lettuce, a box of corn cereal, a carton of milk, and a bottle of oolong tea. If Amine happened to see this assortment of groceries, she'd probably get on my case about my tragically bland diet. Not that I can really argue with that description. The thing is, though, my appetite is borderline defective. I almost never get the urge to eat anything in particular. Since I don't have much in the way of preference, my simplistic food choices are only natural. It's not really something I can change about myself. There were stretches of time in my life when my diet consisted entirely of hard old bread so crusty I had to soak it in water before I could sink my teeth into it. Compared to that, anything seems delicious. My private cell phone begins to buzz in the pocket of my uniform, emitting that familiar electronic jingle. It's just as unpleasant now as it was the first time I heard it. More spam? Was my first thought. But after my classmates seized my email address a few days ago, I've been getting messages from them relatively frequently. The most frequent sender would be Amine. Her messages are most often, "Where are you at the moment?" type inquiries about my situation. Followed by, "What do you want to eat tonight?" style survey questions about the dinner menu, which tend to leave me racking my brains for an answer. And finally, "Limited time sale 4 p.m. today. Buy a pack of large eggs from Shoei." And other requests to run errands for her. Mixed in with Amine's frequent messages, I've also gotten mail from Sachi, such as, "I have discovered a beehive hanging under the roof of the PE warehouse. I'm sending this message in hopes that you might be able to assist me in the extermination. I don't have to scroll up because I can see those are quotation marks." That one's a pretty typical example. They tend to be polite invitations to join in unified peacekeeping operations around the school. Well, since those messages at least approach meaningful communication, they're comparatively not too bad. After all, there was that one email from Michiru that arrived at the middle of the night.
Oh.
After opening that particular message, I stared at the screen blankly for a good 3 seconds before finally cocking my head to the side in a rare gesture of complete confusion. The mail's contents: "Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, die, 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 hate, 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 hate," a simple litany of angry words. I probably didn't get that count right, but close enough. And although I tried to remember whether I'd done anything to offend Michiru lately, no satisfactory explanation presented itself. Which isn't to say nothing came to mind, of course. If anything, so many things occurred to me that it was hard to pin down any one in particular incident that might have inspired her wrath. But when I met Michiru the next morning and brought it up, apparently while in bed that night, some stupid little mistake she had made a long time ago popped into her head. Unable to sleep from irritation, she'd taken it out on me via email. That sounds right. And the mistake in question: back in elementary school science class, the teacher had asked everyone to name any fish they could think of. So Michiru raised her hand energetically and shouted out, "Sushi!" earning her the ridicule of her classmates. In other words, pretty much the most idiotic thing in the world to be losing sleep over years after the fact. Imagine, if you can, the exasperation and exhaustion I felt. Anyway, among all these messages, the only one to make me laugh was sent by Sakaki. I had assumed I wouldn't get a single email from her in the first place, so it was a bit of a surprise just to receive that message. But the real issue was its contents. Honestly, I'm surprised she sent him a message too.
Oh, 100%. Well, actually, I'm really not. Because she clearly really likes it.
That is true. To be specific, the message contained all of 4 letters. Test.
Oh, yes, I was doing it. I was going to say, let's take a guess at what it was, and that was going to be my guess.
Oh, sorry. I jumped the shark. My bad.
Yep.
Well, if it's any consolation,
I
you would have gotten it right.
Completely right.
Yep, you would have. Of course, one could interpret this as a condensed form of a more expressive message.
明日は原告のテストだね。ユージはちゃんと勉強してる？
No.
私はダメだ。なんか急に気になって部屋の掃除始めちゃったよ。そしたら中学時代の卒業アルバムが出てきたよ。中学生の私、超可愛いよ。まさに鬼ラブリー。今度見せてあげるね。バイユミコ。
By Yumiko. But somehow I think not. Gee, I can't imagine why. Probably, no, pretty much definitely, she sent it solely for the purpose of confirming that the mail would be delivered properly. That sort of methodical caution for its own sake seemed very much like Sakaki. I sent a concise "received" in reply to her message, and haven't received another one from her since.
Well then, who's it from this time?
Well, by the process of elimination, I opened the email folder on my phone with a feeling of mild embarrassment, but the title of the message is an instant letdown. Will you be my papa? Alright then. From the title alone, it's pretty clearly spam. I have no idea where they get my email address since I've never given it out to anyone but my classmates, but this sort of garbage arrives at a pretty decent clip. I work for a company in the business of information, and we've got a pretty nice database. But sometimes I think a bunch of people trying to sell me phony Viagra just might have the superior intelligence network. Yes.
Legitimately, yes.
Oh, it's awful. It's like you move into a place, doesn't matter if you bought it or if you're renting it, instantly, junk mail. How'd you get my name? Doesn't matter. They have you now. And they will have you for life. And afterlife. You will be getting mail after you are dead. My grandfather got mail for like 20 years after he died. I know. While reflecting on the spammer's frightening abilities, I press the delete button, but at that moment, my eyes jump to the name of the sender, and I pause in utter confusion. From Irisu Makina.
Makina.
I cancel the deletion command, open the bizarrely titled email, and quickly look over the contents. Hello, this is Makina, Oni-chan. Allow me to express my sincere congratulations on your continuing good health. She spelled congratulations, but sincere was weird. In conclusion, this constitutes a formal announcement that you have officially leveled up from Oni-chan to Papa. Da-da-da-da. Thank you very much for my consideration. Yours truly.
What? It's complete gibberish.
That's my line. But also true.
That's my line.
No, it's my horse. The writing is all over the place. There are all sorts of strange typos, and not a single word is capitalized. Also, I have no idea what any of it is supposed to mean. Level up? Papa? What is this girl talking about?
I'm not paying child support. Time to change my name and move to Korea. Well, I wasn't expecting any message from her to be particularly well composed, but this is just too incoherent.
Judging from this, I think it would take quite some time to unravel the mystery if we communicated through email. I type out a quick reply.
I don't understand. Let's talk face to face. Alright, send.
Awkwardly tapping out a few short words, I send back my response. Akina's reply arrives in less than a minute. Yowl!
Joel!
Joel! Oh, I see.
Oh, Javol!
Oh,
okay.
That makes more sense.
Turns out, when I first see that word, don't think of German, because I don't use German, ever. And haven't used it since... Were you in my German class?
No, I didn't take German until college.
Okay. Alright. I forgot if we were in that same class together, because
No.
I just remember I would get in trouble because I would always fool around with the other misbehaving people, so, yeah. Didn't know if you were there or not.
No, but I've heard stories. I remember you telling me some of those stories.
Yeah. Why German?
Also, I've never actually seen that spelled out, so that explains a lot. Does she want to meet in Valhalla, or what? Okay. Anyway, it's pretty obvious that finding the girl and talking face-to-face is the only way this will get cleared up. Of course, even then, we're dealing with Makina here. Smooth mutual understanding may be too much to hope for. But at the very least, communication in person has none of the lag time of a text message, and unlike a phone call, you can give the other party a good smack when necessary. I hurry back toward the dormitory and my conference with Makina. "15 minutes later, I pass through the school gate on my way back to the dorm. As I'm cutting through the courtyard, I observe a bizarre object a little ways off. The rounded, soft-looking object in question lies slack on the brick-paved ground. To be more specific, it appears to be the corpse of a little girl. Wait, is this when things take a turn? Or, if you prefer, more idyllic phrasing, a young woman seems to have fainted.
This can't be happening.
I let the plastic bag fall from my hand on the spot and rush to the girl's side. With every stride, her outline grows clearer. until at last the figure of the collapsed individual comes into sharp definition. Unruly, curly hair that sticks out in every direction, a face as round as a dumpling, and the trademark touch of stupidity. Knee-high socks of 2 different colors. In every particular, it's Irisu Makina.
Makina, what's wrong?
The music leads me to believe this is not serious. Also, the chibi. Makina's stretched out limply on the ground like a marionette cut from its strings. When I lift her up by the shoulders, her mouth flops open to reveal a white stick.
What's this?
The thin white stick emerging from her mouth is clearly man-made, and it seems to be protruding from the depths of her throat. Did she choke on a lollipop? At a glance, it looks like the stick from a lollipop, but this can't be right, can it? Wavering between belief and doubt, I thrust my fingers inside Makina's mouth and pinched the white stick in question. I give it a hard yank, but whatever it is, it's lodged in there pretty firmly.
Damn it.
Working against my brute force attempt, the stick is not only short and difficult to grasp, but it's also slippery with Makina's saliva. It looks like it should pop right out, but it doesn't budge. I'm reminded of the legendary sword in the stone. Little punk, is this a trial? Pull me out if you can, and you'll be recognized as the hero of legend. I again grab the white stick with my fingers, then give Makina's back a harsh thump, as if encouraging a baby to spit out something inedible. Yep, lollipop.
Yep.
All right. As Makina lets out a violent cough like a consumptive heroine from a Victorian-era novel, I pull the lollipop, mandarin orange flavor, free from her throat with a wet pop. Did we lick it?
Okay, how the hell did this happen?
Well, she didn't realize that you're supposed to suck on lollipops, and she just tried to toss her head back like a baby bird.
1, 2.
お兄ちゃんが来るののんびりと飴でも舐めながら待ち構えていようかと思ったんだけど
Or that would do
な
it.
んか急に眠くなっちゃったのよさ
Okay. Don't fall asleep with a stick hanging out of your mouth. It's dangerous. I mean, how old are you again?
いやはや面目ないのよさ
She's at least 18 years old. I mean, if I hadn't happened to pass by here, might she have ended up suffocating to death?
こう
No. As if deliberately demonstrating her complete indifference to my concerns, Makina casually offers me the same lollipop that I pulled out of her throat mere moments ago.
No.
そうじゃあ私が食う
No more lollipops for you. You've lost your lollipop privileges.
Literally what he said.
Oh, huh. Well, all right.
ほ
Don't just sit on the ground. Eat the damn thing later.
Wait, but did she keep the wrapper?
もういちいち細かいのよさ甘ねえみたい
Well, you wanted a papa.
Don't put half-eaten candy in your skirt pocket. Look, you're gonna turn it into a sticky mess.
むっちゃ怒ってるよ面白い
What's so funny, punk?
I might be noticing this a little late in the game, but is this girl mocking me? Feels like you're literally noticing this a little late in the game. Calm yourself, Yuuji. This is the way she is, right? Don't let her get to you. I press a hand to my forehead, heave a long, heavy sigh, and firmly rub my temples.
Serenity now.
Serenity now!
And you planning to explain what that email was about?
メール
I didn't send an email. What?
Don't play dumb. I'm talking about this.
I take my cell phone from my pocket, slide open the screen, and hold it out so Makina can see. It's displaying the incoherent message she sent me just a few minutes ago.
おーおーほーそれなそれはあれよ読んだままよ文字通りの意味なのよさ
And I'm telling you, I don't understand what it means. That's why I'm talking to you about it.
お兄ちゃんはあれなのかな日本語が不自由な人なの
It's the language you speak.
All right.
You really shouldn't talk. Anyway, all right. You know what? Just tell me what you're trying to say here as thoroughly, concisely, and bluntly as possible.
私のパパになってください
All right. Well, there it is.
Papa?
Yeah, that was definitely the title of the email as well, but no, wait. What does she even mean by that?
What? Okay, tell me something, Makina. When you say Papa, do you mean like Papa? Papa? Or...
The Pope.
そうマキナのパパになってください
The heck? Are you asking me to become your father?
So, Makina's route is about daddy issues? Maybe? Seems that way.
Or are you talking more like a sugar daddy type of deal? You're looking for money to play around with, and you think I'm gonna give it to you.
We're the anti-sugar daddy. We took the lollipop away from her.
Yep, we actually take the money.
そうじゃないのよ
Money, buddy,
お
buddy.
金はいらないのよさむしろ私のパパになってくれるならお金あげるのよ
Huh. A reverse sugar
What?
daddy.
The hell?
I'll give you money, so please be my papa? Sugar baby. Nope, that still doesn't work. That's still something else entirely. The hell is that? Every step I take in this bizarre conversation seems to be taking me farther and farther away from understanding the situation, and farther to becoming the situation. Okay, hold on.
Nothing could be farther from the truth.
For me, it's a dad issue. Dead issue. Daddy didn't love me. Think this over calmly.
Daddy didn't love me.
Think this over calmly, Yuuji. There's still a possibility I'm making some ridiculous mistake here. Before blaming others, carefully consider the possibility that you're the one who screwed up. I had that one beaten into me enough, right? Can't go forgetting it now.
Okay, Makina, let's calm down and talk this over, all right? Why do you want a papa exactly?
ね私ねパパがいないのよ
Aw.
Why not?
死んじゃったから
Oh, well,
でね
Oh,
結
my
構
bad.
前から企んでたんだけど死んじゃったパパの代わりになるパパが欲しいなってずっと思ってたのよさ
Sorry, get ahead of the skis. We had a little non sequitur conversation, and I forgot he didn't read the line.
Yeah, we had a non sequitur conversation which involves Christian Cage and AEW. If anybody knows what I was mentioning, then leave a comment.
Yep, there you go.
でもねなんかこういまいちピンとこないっていうかなんか違うなって人ばっかでねいろいろ探してはみたんだけど私のパパになってくれそうな人って全然いなかったのねそしたらねなんと好都合なことに向こうから来たのよさ
You're talking about me?
分かってんじゃん冴えてるな
Yay.
Okay, for the record, I'm mildly pissed off right now, but whatever, go on.
でもねすぐにパパになってくださいって言ったら変な子だって思われちゃうじゃない
So you've been biding your time to say it at what you perceive to be the right opportunity?
それにすぐに飛びついて失敗だったら嫌だなって思ってたし私もそんなに赤坂な女じゃないのよ
Okay. I think you meant to say shallow there.
Oh no, she's the sallow woman.
アロマのカリス
It's Animalocaris. Yeah, no, you know what? Never mind. Let's leave your pronunciation issues aside for the moment. Yeah, okay, keep going.
I appreciated that callback.
だからとりあえずお兄ちゃんってことで様子を見させてもらってこの人で間違いないって思ったらパパになってもらおうと思ったわけなのよ。
Okay, so this whole time we've been talking about how we can't really perceive her being a route because of the whole little sister motif. This took a new direction that I was not expecting.
And it didn't. Yeah, there was.
It got worse.
A route. Yeah, I was about to say. It's like instead of turning like left to get to the destination, it turned completely right.
Yeah, we definitely took that wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm. That's the level up.
いかにも
A long, heavy sigh spills from my mouth. She's trying to buy herself a father. I absent-mindedly massage the area between my eyebrows. I've developed a headache all of a sudden. Family isn't something you can buy with money. Tell that to Daddy Warbucks. Doesn't everyone understand that? Then again, there are people out there who think they can erase their families with money, so I guess it's not surprising the opposite delusion exists as well. But more importantly, what in the world am I going to do about this one?
Look, Makina. You seem to be working off a mistaken premise. Let me clear it up for you, okay? A father isn't something you can replace with money.
Yeah, just ask Bruce Wayne. Although he did have Alfred, and Alfred was pretty darn good.
Alfred is legitimately a great dad
Mhm.
in his own way.
He is.
Yeah. Spare me though. Hasn't anyone ever told you something like this before?
いかんせん父親を早くに亡くしたものでそのあたりの機微には疎いところがあるという自覚はあるのだけれども
That's very perceptive.
What about your mother? Didn't she explain any of this to you?
お母さんは
Ooh,
私のこと嫌いだからね
yikes.
I see. I guess that makes sense then.
でどうなの私のパパになってくれるの
Your papa, though. When you say papa, what exactly are you expecting me to do?
To love me and hug me and call me George.
別に今まで通りでいいのよさ私のことを守ってくれて私のことを大
I
切
can
にしてく
do
れて
two of those
私
three.
のことを愛してくれればそれでいいの
I have a bunch of dead houseplants that lead me to believe I cannot do one of these.
Did I ever protect you from harm? Or, take good care of you? And apparently I loved you on top of it all. It's news to me.
If anything, I feel like I've treated her pretty roughly at times.
家族愛って一番強い愛情なんでしょ
Hard for me to say. I don't have a family, so I can't really comment.
じゃあ一緒に家族について勉強していこうよ私が娘になってあげるのよさ
You're fixing to get kidnapped by Mitra.
Mm-hmm.
Figure it out, eh?
They do say life is one long learning process, but... In the first place, am I really qualified to play this game? Can an irresponsible man like me call himself someone's father? Does a piece of trash like me have any right to...
不安
It's a brief sentence, and her tone of voice is casual, but all of a sudden, it feels like my heart is being squeezed tight in my chest. Uneasy. Yes, that's probably a good word for what I'm feeling right now, if a bit of an understatement. Do I have the strength to keep this girl safe?
大丈夫お金なら
Where did you get this? Makina reaches into her skirt and pulls out a number of crumpled, bent 10,000 yen bills, along with some smaller change. When I count, it comes out to 86,000. For a kid's pocket money, this strikes me as somewhat excessive.
足りなければカードもあるし。
She just pulls out a black card. What?
Yeah.
How did you get the line of credit for this? The next thing to emerge from her skirt pocket.
Oh, close.
Oh, damn. Wow, okay. From her skirt pocket is a gold card issued by a major credit company. Compared to the premium or unlimited black cards, I suppose it's something of a toy, but definitely not the sort you'd expect a kid to be carrying around.
Hey, Makina.
今はそれしかないけど、お母さんかおばあさまに言えば、もっともっとお金出してくれるのよ。だから平気なのよ。
Aw. The golden plastic card quivers in her hand. This is making me feel like a monster right now. What if he says no? In that slight, uncontrollable trembling, Makina's terror of rejection is all too clear. I think I understand now why she's trying to buy my affection. She simply doesn't know any other way to get what she wants. This is probably how she was raised. When she went to her mother to talk about her troubles, she got a wad of money. This should take care of it. So that was how she learned to solve her problems. And she never had anyone to teach her that was wrong. What can I do for a girl like this? What can the likes of me possibly do for Makina? Oh, God. Okay, wow. Well, I feel terrible. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, like, we're gonna reject the money. I mean, but
Yeah, we are, but
honestly, I still feel like that's the right choice.
Yeah.
It, like, genuinely, because I would feel like a piece of crap if I took the money.
You feel like a piece of crap either
Genuine.
way.
Oh, exactly, like 100%. But I would feel worse if I took the money, legitimately.
Yeah, but this probably is the pivotal decision for her, because I'm sure if you reject the money, it bypasses her route. What happens to her, though? I figured this was going to be a difficult decision, but I didn't expect this level of difficulty. It's like things have already...
Yeah.
We're already veering into the territory of, okay, this is no longer happy-go-lucky slice of life, and now we're into,
I'm good
we're dealing with real-world shit.
I'm good with this.
All right.
Yeah. But no, I definitely think reject, because he's actually right. His analysis is correct that she believes this is how you get close to people or solve problems. So I do actually think in any event, rejecting the money is the best decision. To be like, look, I'm still your friend. I'm still like your big brother figure, not for money.
Okay, well, the music is making it seem better.
Makina, listen carefully. I don't want your money.
じゃあ、やっぱりダメなの？
Oh. Okay,
That's
okay.
not what I'm saying. If you want to play house, I'll do it free of charge.
お？
Look, I'm not the perfect human being you seem to think I am, but I can't commit to becoming your father. It would be irresponsible of me to pretend that I could. But if it's just playing a role, I think even someone like me can handle it.
Okay.
じゃあ、オッケー？私のパパになってくれるの？
Well, I mean, a pseudo papa, I guess. You know, since you've never learned what family is, I guess we'll try it together. Is that enough?
Suda Papa.
それでいい！っていうか、それがいいのよさ！
Okay, alright, so this worked out. I was overthinking it in typical fashion.
All right, then let's leave it at that.
ありがとう、パパ！つつふかな娘だけれど、改めてよろしくなのよさ！
Pledging.
Just make sure you watch out for Michiru. She might try to kidnap you.
That said, I'd really prefer not to be called Papa this early in my life. Also, I think you meant fledgling.
スツーカ
No, that's for arrows.
It's literally what he said. Like,
よくわかんないけど、とりあえずよーしく。
I take hold of Makina's outstretched hand and give it a quick shake. Most likely because of that half-eaten lollipop she's been carrying around, her palm is sticky and unpleasant to the touch.
you've got plenty to learn, that's for sure.
We just need to carry around wet wipes. When you raise something, sometimes you're the one that grows the most. And when you teach someone, you're going to learn a lot in return. Or so my master told me once. At the time, those words didn't really resonate with me, but now I think I'm starting to understand. Even so, when I think about the rocky road that lies ahead, I think about ice cream. I can feel the dull throb of an incipient headache stirring under my temples. Okay, yeah, you know what? I think you made the right call.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like we're getting to the point in these routes. If I remember correctly, I tried really hard not to spoil anything, and I think I've succeeded in that. I think there are 3 major choices that occur for each route, and I feel like if you botch any of them, things go badly.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh god, I'm going to be so paranoid this entire time. Every single time we come to a choice, being like,
Yeah, I think that's only once you're on a specific route, right? Like, that's when you can really mess it up.
I don't know. I don't know if these first decisions are a part of that or not. I am very greatly resisting the urge to spoil things for myself because I want to go into this thing organically, but I also really am averse to seeing the bad ends. I know we've stumbled into bad ends before, but for some reason, this one in particular, I'm just filled with a great anxiety about ending up on the bad end.
See, I feel like that's tradition. I think every game we've played, we've had a bad ending for, if it offered it.
No. That started with Psy Portal.
Yeah, but like King Koi didn't offer a bad ending, right?
Yes, but Cafe Stella did. We had to trigger that one on purpose.
You're right. I forgot Cafe Stella had one. Yeah.
That started with Psy Portal. That's when we started veering it.
Yeah.
In that game, there's a distinct likelihood. That one, statistically, there's a good chance of ending up on the bad ending.
I mean, in Sonoba Witchy, didn't you get the bad ending?
Yes, because I'm a dumbass.
So, see, it continues.
Yeah, but I'm still not thrilled with that. I'm happy that I went ahead and saw it, and I got the achievement for it, but...
I still find it funny there's an achievement.
The stakes were not as high in that one, because it's just like, and they live happily ever after, except for not really.
Yep.
I mean, we're not talking about like Katawa Shoujo. This is like Katawa Shoujo.
Yeah.
If you know what that means, you know. Anybody who's played that, which there's no excuse for having not played that game. If you like visual novels, you should play Katawa Shoujo.
Oh yeah.
At any rate, I think this is probably a good place to stop this episode. That long rant. And I think that's also kind of the expressions of my feelings as we're getting into where things are diverging at this point. I am just filled with so much anxiety. Or possibly over-caffeinated, I'm not sure which. I think that's all I've got. Do you have anything else?
Nope, I'm glad to finally be getting on this.
Yes, me too. I did enjoy the beach scene. I have enjoyed the past couple of episodes. I think the common routes wrapped up nicely.
Oh no, I think it's much better now.
Yes, I agree. Well, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you in the next one. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.